Hey there, puppers. Lynn here, just for the health of it. And I'm going to be starting an experiment. So we did hit the 20s this morning, last night, whatever. 24, I think. But anyways, I looked at the 10-day forecast and we're gonna get some rain. We're gonna get warmer temperatures, like the days even in the 50s. So I am trying to come up with a way to start seeds since I don't have my regular grow light heat mat and all of that set up. So, because we are out here and we still don't have a well, I have been getting bottled water. This is just something that I have delivered to me through Amazon. Makes it really lazy, I guess. I'd say efficient, but it's lazy. And so I've seen winter sowing like in milk jugs and stuff like that. But since I have these, I thought I would at least use them, upcycle them once before I recycle them. So what I'm doing is I'm making little mini greenhouses, I guess you would say. This is kind of a finished product. It's taken the top off. I've cut it in half and I've drilled drain holes in the bottom. And so my thought is I'm going to put some seed starting mix inside. I think I found that in all of my boxes and craziness that's here still. And we'll get some seeds planted for the puppies. Ah, pepperoni. And then what we'll do is we set this out in the sunshine and let the day kind of warm it up, so it will trick the seed into thinking that it's actually warmer than what it is. So this is a finished product. Let me get one out and I will show you how I did it. The first thing is you just don't need the top. You do actually want any type of precipitation that you have to come in, and also to make sure that if it warms up too much, that you aren't actually cooking your seeds or plants. And I'm sure that there is lots of better ways to do this, but I have not found all my tools. So I'm just using an old pair of garden shears. And I'm going up probably 5 or 6 inches to make sure that I give enough room to have enough dirt. But I also want to make sure that the top part has enough to allow the plant to grow. So now that we have it in 2 pieces, all I'm going to do is take the bottom and drill some holes in the lowest part so that any rain or precipitation that does come in will actually just drain out the bottom so that we don't drown our plants either. And then again, this can just go on top, kind of wedged it over, and we have a baby greenhouse. So I'm gonna get through the rest of these and then we'll get on to the next step. Where are my gloves at? Okay, so I'm still missing a little box of seeds, but I think my buggy, I don't know. I'm not sure exactly what I can plant because that had, oh Loki, more of the seeds of what I really wanted. But let's just get a couple of these started and I'll just monitor it for a few days and we'll see what that looks like. Now, my seed starting mix seems to have had a bunch of other stuff dumped into it in the move, and a couple other pots, and it's also really wet. So I'm gonna try to get the best stuff in here. And I also know that because I have drain holes, the water will run out. So I'm just going to fill up the bottom of these like this. And I think I'm going to try some kale, sticking with more of the cold weather items still, but like radish and beets and that kind of stuff we want to direct sow. And we'll do some broccoli rabe. So I'm just going to try a few of these things. We'll have some broccoli rabe and some red Russian kale for now. I'm going to plant about 5 or so in here. Just to make sure I have good germination. This says you can direct seed outdoors 2 to 4 weeks ahead of last frost date. And seed depth is 1/4 inch. So even though it says 4 weeks ahead of last frost, we're probably still 6 to 8 weeks. Yeah, 6 weeks ahead of last frost. But because we're doing a mini greenhouse item, I feel comfortable that we will be giving it the best chance. So I'm just going to push these seeds in a little bit. Make sure that they're covered just 1/4 inch. And final step. Sorry about the sniffy nose, but it was still pretty cold here today. All right, and then I'm literally just going to set these out in the garden. I did label these on the side with a black Sharpie, so I know what's going on. So let me get, I don't want to get too dirty. It's not a shower day. Which is why my hair is looking amazing. And we'll just keep repeating. You don't want the soil packed tight, but you do want to make sure that there's no major air pockets. And so outdoors, as soon as ground can be worked, I'm pretty sure that we'll still be successful doing the kale as starts. I don't quite have the beds ready for exactly how I want them. I'm letting the ground cover make sure that any weed seeds I disturbed and brought up to the surface while making my mounds don't really germinate. And I put 5 seeds in just to make sure I get good germination. And then if I see that all 5 germinate, depending on how fast they grow or how close they end up, I may thin them, or I may just decide at that point to do transplants. So I'm gonna go take one more look and see if I can't find my other box of seeds, because that is just frustrating. That has more of the items I really want to start right now, like the turnips and the parsnips and stuff like that. But I can direct sow those too, so maybe I'll just actually start some flowers in some of these also. I don't need to do sugar snap peas. I direct sowed those into the green stalks, and I did do a little test of radishes under this, which I'll bring you in and give you a close-up view of how that turned out. You can see we have quite a bit of radish germination. I see that there's a few weeds in there also, but that's okay. We got some radishes coming in. Yippee! But yeah, I'm gonna have to go digging for those other seeds here before I get too crazy. Where is that box? I don't know. All right, puppers. Ooh, yeah. I'm looking rough. Oh well. So, we will see how this experiment goes, and hopefully, even without a seed starting station like I tried last year, hopefully we will get some seeds started. I'm gonna, like I said, keep looking for that other box, and maybe we will find those and get some of our other cold weather crops started. And hopefully you will try something in your garden, just so you are doing something for your health. We'll talk to you later. Bye.